So I recently did a video on another fragrance by Lorenzo Pazzaglia, and of course that fragrance is called Carbonara, and I asked my subscribers to drop their comments down below letting me know which Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrance they wanted me to see review next. And of course a couple of people, more than a couple, mentioned Summer Hammer. And of course with us being in the middle of winter now, is this going to be an appropriate fragrance? Well, there's a lot in here. Mango, pineapple, coconut milk, rum, bergamot, oceanic notes. There's just a plethora of ingredients in the note breakdown. And yes, I think that depending on where you live and how long you plan on wearing this outdoors, this is a fantastic fragrance to wear all year round. I look forward to giving you my thoughts on this fragrance, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's video and I give you my thoughts on Summer Hammer by Lorenzo Pazzaglia, this is an Italian brand, of course, and I had the pleasure of being introduced to them a few months ago. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, it could be reviews on designer and niche fragrances, top 10 videos, seasonal lists, giveaways, interviews, unboxings, and more, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So, Summer Hammer, I love this shiny label that's on the front here. It's an extrait de parfum, so this is a very long-lasting fragrance, as is the case with all Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrances that I own and that I've had dealings with. And of course, I erroneously said in my previous review of one of their fragrances that I've reviewed their Scent Explorer collaboration, which is called Sweet Explosion. I made a mistake. I've actually never reviewed that, despite the fact that I've spoken about it on my channel. I mentioned it in a list, so I think that's going to be up next in the queue in terms of reviews from this brand, but I got a lot of other really wonderful recommendations, so thank you for recommending other fragrances from this brand. Mango, pineapple, bergamot. This is going to be a juicy, fruity, boozy, rum type of a fragrance. I'm looking forward to giving you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. Now, as soon as this fragrance opens up, you are going to get this fruity concoction that is sweet, it's delicious, it's decadent, it's overflowing with sweetness, and it also has a touch of darkness in here too. Not darkness in terms of like a birch tar or smoke or incense or anything like that, although there is amber, so it might have a little bit of a resinous appeal, but of course there is this rum accord in the opening, and rum, or the smell of rum, is usually attributed to spices. So there might be a variety of spices that are contributing to that pseudo darkness, if you will, because it's, you know, I do think that the sweetness from the fruits prevails in this fragrance, and I get the pineapple, it's juicy, it's ripe, it's saccharine, I get the mango, I get all of these other, you know, fruity ingredients, the coconut milk. It's not lactonic though, and that's something that I typically associate with a lot of coconut-based fragrances. By lactonic, I mean it smells like milk or it has a milky aroma. It doesn't here, and I really think that, you know, it's the fruits that really guide this fragrance in such a beautiful direction. I think there's also magnolia or some other white florals in here that kind of lend this fragrance this air of purity and tranquility, which I think is really beautifully done. But I have to be honest with you, you know, when I saw the note breakdown and whenever I see a fragrance with summer in the name or I see this overdose of fruits, especially when they're tropical fruits, I can't help but think of Erba Pura by Xerjoff. And if I'm being honest with you, this smells nothing like it, which made me very, very happy because lately I have been encountering a lot of fragrances that kind of give off that Erba Pura vibe, and I'm just so happy that this isn't one of them. And I'm also very happy that the pineapple in this fragrance isn't reminding me of another very well-known fragrance that contains pineapple as well. So at the end of the day, it is unique, it is original, it stands out, it has that clean white floral personality, the creaminess of the sandalwood, the smoothness of the musk, and that fruity accord in the opening is really what's going to, you know, take the fragrance world by storm, right? If I'm being honest with you, I do think that, you know, there are some other fragrances out there that maybe have more of an exotic fruity appeal. This has a juiciness, it has a sweetness, it has the fruits. Of course, if you're looking at something like Dahab by Kajal, or if you are looking at Erba Pura by Sospiro or Xerjoff, you'll find fragrances that are more tropical leaning. This is more on the fruit slightly daring, spicy, ambery, smooth side of things on account of the rum, the sandalwood, the musk, and a lot of these other ingredients that I mentioned earlier. This stuff is amazing. And of course, I provided a little bit of commentary on the best time of the year in which to wear this. And of course, with a name like Summer Hammer, one would be inclined to believe that summertime is probably the best time to wear this. But if I'm being totally honest with you, as long as you're wearing it in a climate controlled environment, you can pull it off all year round. It has a certain mass appeal and complement factor that would make you want to wear it beyond the summer. And given the fact that this is super long lasting and extrait de parfum concentration, you can pull this off very comfortably in the colder weather too. So I think that, you know, if you're a fan of the smell, just wear it. Right? Don't wear for a specific time of the year. Of course, with the winter time being in full force now, I feel more inclined to wear Sugar Kisses or Sweet Explosion just because I love gourmand fragrances, and I think those are really hearty and really heavy-handed as far as the darker elements are concerned, but this stuff is awesome. Summer Hammer, check it out. I think it's one of the brand's best. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I personally think that this is a unique fragrance, and I'm glad it doesn't smell like some other fragrances that might happen to possess a similar note breakdown. Longevity on this stuff is like 10 plus hours. Projection was fantastic for the first hour and a half of application. It radiated well beyond an arm's length. It became an elbows length scent right around hour 8, a skin scent right around hour 10 or 11, depending on your skin chemistry. In terms of the versatility, very versatile. I can see why some people would be inclined to wear it in the spring and summer, but it's so strong you can wear it all year round. It does give off a bit of a casual vibe though, on account of the pineapple, the coconut, the rum. Sometimes it gives vacation vibes. Anybody of any age would appreciate this, totally unisex. And as far as the presentation is concerned, of course with a name like Summer Hammer, I wonder where that name came from, but it definitely hits you like a hammer. It's explosive, and I hope you have the opportunity to try it. Look, my final verdict is it's a fantastic fruity fragrance with a nice boozy touch in the opening. It does convey a sense of relaxation and of being on vacation, and for that reason I really do enjoy it, especially if you're looking for that, you know, mental getaway. I think this one is going to work really well as long as you submit to it and you allow it to carry you off into uncharted olfactory territory. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell, give this video a thumbs up as well for the YouTube algorithm. It helps so much. Thank you again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.